Yeah, that motor you can hear, it's not the boat. Hello, inflatable fans. I hope you're well. Today I'm going to talk about the Cirrus Ultralight by Aquaglide. I bought this after I bought the Expedition 85 packraft, and the reason why I was enamoured with it is because, see that magic word there? Ultralight. And look, oh gosh, one hand. Yeah, it is really light. And I bought it because I thought it would suit me really well for some of my car camping trips, because it packs down small, fit in the car next to the bed, doesn't take up that much space, and also for some of those little adventures where I might do with a cycle or get on a train, that kind of stuff. And because it's made of the TPU, tough stuff fabric, yeah, at least you don't have to worry too much about it being robust, because it is. Packrafts are made to be robust, and so is this, because it's TPU. Now, what's really special about this is it's got a drop stitch floor, and the drop stitch floor is also made of TPU. Quite cool, right? So let's have a look at the boat and see what design features it's got on it. Carry handles, nice, pliable, soft carry handles. Front, back, and two in the middle. Bungee, strong bungee with welded covers, stops it from coming undone. And obviously you can use these to lash stuff to as well, so there's plenty of attachment points. And you've got that front and back. You've got these loops here, front and back, or back and front if I get it the right way around. Yeah, really nicely designed. Look at these D-rings here for lashing stuff to. How cool is that? One of my favourite features of the packraft is this kind of molly webbing, and the reason I love it is I can slot this camera, the tripod, into here when I'm doing trips on the water, and it keeps the camera really stable. It's really cool, so it's really good for me. Oh yeah, and have you seen those other D-rings at the bottom there? Footrest. I wasn't quite sure whether I was going to like this, but I really do. It works really well. I've been out on this a couple of times now, and it's been great. Mr. 80 Quid's been out on it, and he liked it too. So you've got this footrest, totally movable. You can just peel that off and slot it where you want it. So if you've got long legs, it'll be good for you too. I have to say, I generally slate kayak seats, but I found in the Expedition 85 that this is really comfortable. It's the same seat. Again, TPU. You just inflate it with these little valves, front and back. And what I have found is, don't fully inflate it. Keep it quite soft. Not too soft, but soft enough to mould to you. And it's really very comfortable. It's been really good. Very impressed. I also really like these clips too. They're just really nicely designed so that they don't rub. There's no metallic bits to rub on the boat. How well thought out is that? In terms of inflation, it tells you here, inflate the sides to 3 psi, which for me was quite surprising because that's quite firm. I actually haven't checked the sides on this to know what pressure it is, but yeah, they are quite firm. And then the floor you inflate to 6 psi, and it's solid enough. It's just such a surprising little boat. In terms of skegs, it's got a skeg mount there, and the skeg's really easy to put in. What you do is you hook it in at the front end. I'm going to try and do it without disturbing the camera too much. And then it's got this little pin that you just push through the hole. The camera fell down, whoops. You just push that pin through the hole until it locks in place there. Nice, right? It's got this Boston valve at the back, so you can empty water out the back of the boat if you get too much water in it. But for me, one of the big selling points of this is portability. If you've got to do quite a bit of portaging, it's going to be a bit of a breeze with that, right? Can't remember how much it weighs. I'll put that on the screen. I think it's about 5-6 kilos. Not too much at all. So what do you think? Have you got one? If you have, let me know in the comments what you think. I'd love to know. And what do you think of it in general? One of the little design flaws is, can you see that that little bit of blue there? The drop stitch floor is attached to the bottom of the boat with some of this Velcro hook and loop stuff, and it can be a little bit hard. Sometimes what you have to do is wriggle these around a bit to get it positioned right. Otherwise, you don't end up with a good kind of base here. It can be a bit uneven. And with the hook and loop stuff, it stops you from being able to do that. So I put like a bit of a thin tarpaulin just over the hook and loop stuff, just so that I can move it around more easily as I'm setting the boat up. It's just easier. Really like that. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you like what I'm doing on the channel, you know what to do about liking and subscribing. And if you've got anything to say about this or anything to ask, by all means do. I will be testing this out on a kayak camping trip at some point, because I want to see how much stuff I can actually get in this, because this is a bit smaller than some of my other crafts. So yeah, if you want to sort of like find out what those trips are like, as I say, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. You take care of yourself. Cheerio.